Hello again and welcome back to our next video for my Karma Yoga for my 300-hour YTT. My name is Vanessa and today I'm going to be doing the second part of this beginner section. So my last video was a beginner's class really talking through a lot of the structure as we went through it, talking about the poses, breaking them down a little bit. Today we're going to do another vinyasa class. We might introduce some new poses as well as come back to the ones that we did yesterday, moving a little more fluidly now that you have got the structure and the roots planted, so to speak. So today I'm going to cue with just the block, but because of the video that I just uploaded, you know what your options are and you know where to use them and where you can put them. So feel free to grab whatever you need to make this class comfortable for you. Let's go ahead and get started today in child's pose. Come to your hands and knees. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees the width of your mat. Set your hips back as close as you can toward your heels. Reach your arms out long in front of you and place your forehead down on your mat. If your forehead doesn't comfortably touch the ground, take your block to the lowest setting. If your hips feel a little short today, you can take your block between your heels and your hips to create more space, thus being able to get your forehead closer to the ground. Child's pose is a great resting pose. Anytime you need a moment in any class, this is always a great place to come. Bring yourself into the space that you are in, into those four walls. From those four walls into your body. Check in with sensation, noticing what your body is communicating to you today. Check in with your breath, noticing the quality of your breath. If you choose, lengthening your breath or tapping into that ujjayi breath. Setting thoughts, to-do lists, and plans to the side. Bringing yourself into the present moment. Feeling the connection between your mind and your body. When we start new things, a lot of times we hold an unrealistically high expectation of ourselves. We want to be perfect right away. We want to excel. We want to be good at it. Notice if any of that resonates with you and your expectations of yourself when you started recently practicing yoga. Yoga is not about perfection. It's not about the Instagram influencer accounts with the contortionist poses. Yoga invites us to meet ourselves where we are in the present moment. Every day will be different. Every day your body will feel different. And it's that act of mindfulness to be so in the moment that you can recognize the subtle communications that your body and your mind mind are telling you, so that you can honor your space and adjust accordingly. Your poses don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to copy your neighbor in a group yoga class. It's just about being in the space, meeting yourself where you are without judgment. Set your intention. If that intention of non-judgment resonates with you, I invite you to use it. Fill your breath up and let it go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift your hips. Tuck your toes. Guide your knees underneath your hip bones. Bring your wrists underneath your shoulders. Feel your spine. Visualize a flat back like a table. Breathe in, tilt your tailbone up toward the sky, melt your belly toward the floor, spread your collarbones wide, look up. Exhale, tuck your tail under, round your back body, gaze toward your knees. Inhale, open your heart, gaze up. Exhale, dome and round. Inhale, cow pose. Vidalasana. Exhale, cat pose, Marjriasana. Option to add in any movement like C-curves, hip circles, or barrel rolls. Knowing throughout your practice today, you're always free to skip, to take breaks, to add on, to do what you need to do to make it work for you. My words are merely suggestions. Take another breath in. And another exhale out. Inhale. Come back to your neutral table. Walk your hands a handprint or two toward the front edge of your mat. Check in that your middle fingers face 12 o'clock or are slightly turned out toward the corners of your mat. Keep your toes tucked under. Inhale, lift your hips, lengthen your legs. Exhale, press your chest back toward your thighs. Downward facing dog. Take a moment in your down dog to pedal out your feet, to wag your tail, to shake your head no and yes. Inhale, shift forward, stack your shoulders over your wrists, plank pose. Option to place your knees on your mat. Spread your shoulder blades across your back for protraction in the shoulder blades. Activate your core and your thighs. Inhale, shift forward on your toes. Hug your elbows in to brush your body. Lower, shoulders to feet, one piece, chaturanga. Bring the tops of your feet to your mat. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Baby cobra. Exhale, wave back down. Slide your hands back an inch if you choose. Inhale, lengthen all the way, high cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Remember, vinyasa flows from chaturanga to cobra to down dog are always an option. You never have to take them. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, take steps to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slide your hands up your shins or place your hands at the block or reach for the ground. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow. Find some movement if it feels good. Release your hands down toward the earth. Heel toe your feet into touch if they're not already there. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, roll up vertebra by vertebra to stand. Sweep your arms to the sky. Your gaze can follow your hands. Exhale, place your hands at your heart. Interlace your last 3 fingers. Release your pointer finger and thumb. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, lean to the right. Send your hips to the left. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, lean left. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, lean right. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lean. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lean. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lean. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank. Your choice to flow or find downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, hop or step to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, rain it down, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more sun salutation A. Inhale, look forward, make your way to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, your choice to take your vinyasa flow if you would like. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Place your back knee on the ground. You can press the top of your back foot into the earth or tuck your toes. Take your block in your left hand, stack it underneath your shoulder. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tap your hands to your wrist. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tap. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tap. Exhale, twist. Breathe in here. Exhale, lower your hands to your mat. Your choice to take a flow or meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, step it through, lower your back knee to the earth. Inhale, ground your right hand at your mat or your block. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tap your left hand to your right wrist. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tap. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tap. Exhale, twist. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your left hand to your mat. Step back. Your choice to flow or find down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Spin your back heel down 45 degrees. Check in that your front heel and your back heel, they can be in the same line, or if there was a line down the center of your mat, your feet can be in 2 lanes of traffic. Bend into your front knee. Inhale, lift your chest, reach up to the sky. Warrior 1. Choice is here to keep your hands at your heart, to reach to the sky, or to interlace your hands. Notice if you can stack your front knee over your ankle. Find that balance between effort and ease, distancing your stance if you need a little more effort in your legs. Feel yourself face toward the front edge of your mat with that slight rotation in the back hip. Connect with your breath. Inhale, lengthen your front leg. Exhale, hinge from your hip, facing forward. Keep your spine tall. Fold, taking hold of your block. Inhale, stay here, creating length. Exhale, fold over for pyramid pose, Parshvottanasana. You may bring your block to a different setting or remove your block and frame your foot with your hands. Feel the activation in your thighs here supporting you. Draw the pit of your belly in and up as you fold. Using your breath to create micro movements. Inhale, imagine your spine lengthening out. Exhale, folding in. Inhale for length. Exhale, surrender. Inhale for length. Exhale to surrender. Inhale, take your block in your left hand, stack it underneath your left shoulder. Exhale, bring your right hand to your pocket or reach your right hand to the sky for revolved triangle. Keep the pit of your belly drawn in. Feel the activation in your thighs. You can gaze up at your top hand or down at your block. Inhale. Exhale. Lower your hand to the earth. Set your block to the side. Bend your front knee. Inhale, rise back up. Warrior one. Exhale, take your hands behind your back. Interlace your hands. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, bow forward. Gaze back at your back foot or down at your front foot. Notice if your hips kick out to the right, draw them in line as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. Come to the ball of your back foot, step back to plank. Your choice to flow or meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Spin your back heel down 45 degrees, checking again for that heel to heel or 2 lanes of traffic alignment. Bend your front knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Take up space. You can send your hip back, your foot back to open through your hips rather, to create more space, more distance between the feet. Allows for a little more length in the pose, finding our balance. Decide on the option you want for your hands, knowing this side can be different. You may hear in some yoga classes that we strive for symmetry on each side. And while yes, we want to make sure we do similar stretches to make sure that we stretch both sides of the body equally and strengthen, there are always little variations we can take to make it work because our bodies aren't symmetrical. Inhale, lengthen your front leg. Exhale, hinge forward. Using your block. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Feel your hips square off as much as they can. Exhale, release the crown of your head. Settling into your pyramid pose. Knowing if on this side there's a little different sensation or you need to adjust slightly, your block might need to be at the slightly higher setting. That's okay. Finding our micro movements. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, take your block in your right hand, stack it underneath your shoulder. Exhale, take your left hand to your left pocket or reach to the sky. Revolve triangle. Find your comfortable gaze. Inhale. Exhale, lower your left hand to your mat. Bend your front knee. Look forward. Inhale, rise back up. Warrior one. Breathe in. Exhale, take your hands behind your back, interlace, or use your strap, or take opposite hand to opposite elbow. Inhale, press your knuckles down. Exhale, bow. Feel the traction in your feet. Feel the activation in your thighs and in your core. Breathe in. Exhale, take your hands to your mat, pivot on the ball of your back foot, step back to plank, your choice to flow, or meet in down dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Spin your back heel down now between 45 and 90 degrees. You may have heel to arch alignment. You may have heel to heel alignment. Bend your front knee. Inhale, lift your torso. Take your arms out to the horizon. Feel your wrists in line with your shoulders. A good way to do this is taking your hands to your shoulders and then extending straight out from there. If you have a mirror that you practice in front of, you can look in the mirror and see if your back hand is floating around somewhere that you can see it. If it does, draw it back in line so you barely see it. Really commit to that bend in your front knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Imagine growing an inch taller. Exhale, take your right forearm to your right thigh. Sweep your left hand down and through. Reach your left fingertips toward the front of your room. Notice what it feels like to turn your pinky down toward the ground and your thumb up toward the sky. Reach your bicep by your ear, your upper arm by your ear. Inhale, lift your chest, flip your front palm, reach your right arm up and back, rest your left hand at your left leg or wrap it around your low back. Reverse warrior. Draw your left bicep by your ear. You can look up at your left hand, back at your back foot, or straight ahead. When we reach up and back, we tend to straighten through the front leg. Sink back in. Notice how that feels, knowing that if you ever need to pulse out, you're more than welcome to. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to your mat. Your choice to take a flow or find downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let go. One more big breath in and go. Inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Spin your back heel down, heel to arch, heel to heel alignment, your choice. Inhale, lift your chest. Take your hands to the horizon. Back to warrior two. Feel the traction in your feet. Imagine trying to tear your mat in half with your feet, really rooting through the knife edge of your back foot. Feel your spine stack at the center of your pelvic bowl, engaging your pelvic floor, therefore engaging those deep core muscles to draw in, up, wrapping around your entire torso. Spark energy front and back with your fingers, just like with your feet. Inhale for length. Exhale, extended side angle. If your mat is slippery, it is imperative that you replace it so that you don't end up doing the splits on your mat when you don't want to. Dial your pinky down toward the earth in your right hand, your thumb up toward the sky. Notice that sensation, creating length all the way through your right side body. Keep your feet grounded in that warrior two position. Inhale, lift your chest, flip your front palm, reach up and back for reverse warrior. Recommit to the bend in your front knee, finding space and openness through your abdominal wall. You can spin your chest back toward the front edge of your mat. Just notice how that sensation feels versus facing more to the side. One might feel better in your body, pick that one. Breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, your choice to flow, or meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. One more breath out. Inhale, look toward the top of your mat. Make your way to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach to the sky. Exhale, place your hands at heart center. Lift your toes, spread them wide, set them back on the earth. Ground into your right foot. Take your left foot to kickstand inside your right ankle. Choice here to stay here or to use your block inside your ankle for some support. Or you can work your foot up your leg, being mindful of the knee joint. Just noticing that you're not putting any pressure on the knee if your foot is near your knee. Feel your standing leg activate without hyperextending through your knee. Press your left knee back to feel opening through your inner thigh. Feel your spine grow tall. Pelvic floor and core both turning on here, activating. Choice to grow branches in any way that you see fit. Goalpost, reaching up to the sky, whatever you'd like. Your hands can also always stay at heart center. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands back to heart. Inhale, release your left leg out in front of you. Draw your toes back towards your shin. Exhale, extend your left leg back behind you. Spin your toes down toward the earth. Place that soft bend into your standing leg. Imagine being on the same plane, head, hip, and heel. Inhale, rise up. Lift your left toes, spread them wide, set them back on the ground. Peel your right foot up. Working into your tree pose. Your version, this side could feel different. That is okay. Choice to grow branches if you choose. Sending all that energy in and up. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands back to heart. Inhale, extend your right leg forward, flex your foot. Exhale, hinge forward. Find your focal point slightly ahead of you and down. If you look straight down, that's where you're gonna go. Looking forward on the earth without pinching the back of your neck. Same plane, head, hip, and heel. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, release to stand. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank, your choice to take a flow or meet in down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, spin your back heel down 45 degrees, setting up for warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold over your right leg for pyramid pose, Parshvottanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, take your block in your left hand. Exhale, twist, revolve, triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Bend your front knee, set your block to the side. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Inhale, open your heart or bring your fingertips to touch, maybe your palms touch. It's always fun to try new things. You might hear this called reverse namaste, reverse prayer. You can take this or take the bind behind your back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, wave back up, release your hands and reach to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward. You can airplane your arms back behind you. Take off, warrior three. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, step back toward the back edge of your mat. Land on the ball of your foot. Exhale, spin your heel down. 45 to 90 degrees, heel to arch alignment. Take your arms to the horizon. Inhale for length. Exhale, extend it. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, take your hands back to heart center. Pivot on the ball of your back foot. Inhale, step to the top of your mat. Take your foot inside your ankle for your tree pose. Take your version of tree. Breathe in and out. One more inhale. Exhale, release your foot. Fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. Your choice to flow or find downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, step it through, spin your back heel down, 45 degrees. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, lengthen your front leg. Exhale, fold, pyramid pose, Parshvottanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take your block in your right hand. Exhale, twist, revolved triangle, Parivrtta, Trikonasana. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your left hand, set your block to the side. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands behind your back. Choice to take the bind or bring your hands together behind your back. Inhale. Exhale, bow. Inhale, wave back up, release your hands. Sweep up to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, take off. Warrior three. Exhale, step your right foot back, land on the ball of your foot. Breathe in. Exhale, spin your back heel down. Take your arms to the horizon, warrior two. Virabhadrasana two. Inhale for length. Exhale, extended side angle, Utthita Parshvakonasana. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, take your hands to your hips, pivot on the ball of your back foot. Inhale, step to the top of your mat, kickstand your foot inside your ankle. Choice to take your hands to heart, to explore growing branches, whatever feels right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands and your feet. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Your choice to take a final flow or meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower your knees to your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees wide on your mat. Find your child's pose. Letting go of your practice up until this point. Meeting yourself in that place of non-judgment. Recalling your intention. Coming back to your breath. Press into your hands. Inhale. Lift your heart. Walk your hands back toward your knees. Set your hips off to the side. Guide your legs around. Choice to use your block to sit up on your block for a little support. Underneath your sacrum, lifting your hips higher than your knees so that you can create that space. Notice if it feels a little easier here to sit up tall. Finding that balance between effort and ease, meeting yourself in that place of non-judgment. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, surrender over your legs. Notice if you're hyperextending through your knees, have some softness there. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Inhale, lift your chest. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Let your knees fall out to the side. The closer your heels come in toward your midline, the more the stretch will be localized in the inner thigh. The further away your heels come from your midline, you'll feel some inner thigh stretch as well as some glute and low back stretch. Rest your hands where they comfortably fall. Inhale for length. Exhale to fold. You can use your elbows to add some gentle pressure here, but it's not necessary. Inhale, lift your chest. Stack your spine, bring your knees to point up toward the sky, the soles of your feet back to the ground. Take your hands behind your back. Bring your feet the width of your mat. Give your knees a gentle windshield wiper. Bring your feet back in line with your hips. Take your left ankle to your right thigh. You can scooch your hips up toward your right heel, and you can walk your hands as close as you'd like to your low back for a little seated pigeon pose. Anytime somebody cues pigeon in class, if it doesn't feel comfortable to be facing down on your mat, on your belly, or prone, this is always a good option, as well as if this doesn't feel comfortable, you can come to your back and make that same figure four. You can interlace your hands at your right hamstring, or you can keep your foot on the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, release your feet toward the front corners of your mat for a gentle windshield wiper. And then bring your left foot in line with your hip. Take your right ankle to your thigh. Walk your heel back toward your glute and your hands toward your low back. Release your feet back toward the front corners of your mat. Take a gentle rock side to side. And then bring your feet back in line with your hips. Kickstand your hands behind you, lower down to your back. Take your time to get there. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a gentle rock side to side. The next time your knees rock over toward the right, let them fall to the right. Choice to use your block underneath your knees, or let your knees fall toward the earth. Keep your hips in line with your spine. T or goal post your arms out. Option to look over your left fingertips for this twist. hug your knees in, take a gentle rock again, side to side, massaging your low back into the ground. And the next time your knees rock over toward the left, let them fall to the left, keeping your hips in line with your spine. Stamping your shoulder blades into the ground, option to look over your right fingertips or your right elbow if your hands are goal posted. Deep breaths as you twist. Inhale, unwind. Hug your knees into your chest one more time. Rocking side to side or taking circles clockwise and anti-clockwise with your knees. If there are any final movements or poses that you need before your final resting pose, feel free to take any final movements now. If you're ready for Shavasana and would like to make your way there, you're welcome to come into Shavasana now. Allow yourself the space and the time to settle in. Knowing that if you are on your back at any time, if you need to bend your knees, if you need to come to your side, or if you need to come to a seat, you're more than welcome to do so. Feel the space where your body connects with the earth. Scan your body once more, from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Noticing any gripping, any holding on. See if you can let some of it go. Letting go of breath control. Letting go of your practice. Letting go of judgment. We spend so much time thinking, analyzing, judging. Setting expectations for ourselves that are unrealistically high. Grant yourself permission in this space to let go of all of that, even if it's just for these final few moments. To just be here without needing to do anything, without needing to be a certain way or feel a certain way or think a certain way. Just existing in this place of conscious awareness. enjoy these final moments of peace and relaxation. Shavasana. breath deepen. When you feel ready, make your way to either side. Find a fetal position. Taking a moment here for gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up on your mat today to take care of your mind and your body. Thank your body for all that it does for you. And think of something that you are grateful for today. With your eyes closed or your gaze soft, use your hands to press yourself up into a seated posture of your choice. Bring your hands to the earth beside you. Inhale. Reach your arms up over your head. Exhale, place your hands together at your heart. I wish happiness and freedom to all living things. May the words, thoughts, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to happiness and freedom for all. My friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Together we bow and we say, Namaste. I hope you enjoyed today's beginner class. As always, if you have questions, feel free to leave them below. And I look forward to seeing you in the next